Let's do it.
Welcome everybody.
Welcome back to another football prediction with me and Teacher Mark. It's now match day 16. We're back. And are you ready for the Premier League this week?
We're better than ever. Like there's a lot been going on since our last video. I'm really happy to be into this pre-Christmas video with you.
Pre-Christmas video.
Yep, okay. Just about. And there's a lot to talk about, a lot of action to get to. So we're just going to jump right into all the games, all the action. What do we think? Saturday, no early kickoff. So we're going to get into the 10 o'clock games here in Thailand. Let's just jump into the table toppers. Liverpool okay. At home with Fulham, top of the Premier League, top of the Christmas tree. What do you think about this one?
This game, Liverpool will be back at the Anfield.
At Anfield, yep.
Liverpool haven't lost a game yet since Arne Slot. Nottingham Forest.
Forest got him, yeah. Okay. Forest got him, yeah.
That game aside,
yeah,
they're on an amazing roll right now.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Yep.
And now they're playing against Fulham, which, to be fair, come off a decent draw against Arsenal.
Against Arsenal, yeah. It was a decent draw. What do you think about this game?
Well, it's going to be only one-sided game.
Yeah.
It's going to be Liverpool win, but it's not going to be easy for them to win. Because Fulham, they always showed a good performance against the bigger teams.
Yeah, they do. Fulham more decent side. Liverpool, so they had the 3-3 draw with Newcastle. Tough game, it was a very tough game. Newcastle at home are always difficult.
They threw it away last minute.
Yeah, they did. But also, to be fair to Newcastle, they deserved something from that game because Newcastle played well. It was a fair point. It was a fair. Liverpool are not going to lose the Premier League because of a 3-3 draw away to Newcastle. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay. It's really not. Like, if Liverpool do not win the Premier League this season, it will have nothing to do with that Newcastle game at all. Nothing, because it's not for me. That's 1 point gain, not 2 loss. Despite the fact that yes, they gave up a late goal, it's all right. Then they had the cancelled game with Everton, which I think turned out to be a good thing.
The Merseyside derby.
Yeah, because the weather was atrocious and it was a tough weekend of football. Alisson's back, nice win in the Champions League over Girona, 1-0 clean sheet. Yeah, I've got to go for a Liverpool win in this game.
A Liverpool win?
Yeah, 2-0. I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. One thing I want to say about Fulham, they can be really, really happy with the result against Arsenal. A point against Arsenal is a really good result for them. 1-1, they can be pleased with that. What they can't be pleased about is the performance. They were awful, and they were extremely lucky to get a point in that game. I couldn't believe how bad Fulham were in that game. Arsenal have to be kicking themselves for not winning that game. Absolutely kicking themselves, especially in the second half. Fulham were really, really poor. They didn't offer much, and they really benefited with the bad weather. It helped them a lot.
Bad weather,
it really helped them. So Fulham's performance was not very good in that game at all. I wasn't impressed with them, but they got a point, and they'll be happy with that. 2-0 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool.
What I'll say is, this is my betting tips. This is going to be my plays for this game.
Yeah.
I'm certain to say that this game is going to be both teams to score.
Both teams to score. I can't see
Fulham can play ball, man.
They can, but I can't see it based on the performance that Fulham gave against Arsenal. They were that bad. It's a shocking result for Arsenal because Fulham, this isn't like a situation where you're playing at home, you dig deep, and you put in a good showing and got a well-deserved point against one of the big boys. This was Fulham were garbage, and they were really lucky to get a point. Really, really lucky. I can't see them scoring.
You can't see them scoring.
I can't. Although Liverpool do give up a lot of kind of cheap goals against smaller sides. It happens often, but I don't see it in this one.
Both teams to score, baby.
Both teams. Okay, I'm going
but the result's
Liverpool clean sheet.
Yeah, I'm going to say 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool.
Both teams to score.
Both teams to score. Arsenal home with Everton. Everton had a 4-0 over Wolves. Then the cancelled game with Liverpool. So maybe Everton can get something going, but this ain't the game it's going to happen.
Yeah, this ain't it, ladies.
I'm going to say 4-0 Arsenal.
Go straight 4-0
Arsenal. I still think Everton are garbage. They got a nice win over Wolves, but Arsenal had really bad luck against Fulham. They played well against Monaco in the Champions League. They're back at home. I think they're going to hammer Everton 4-0.
I mean, Everton lost to Manchester United 4-0.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen. This is Arsenal.
Yeah.
4-0?
4-0.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I couldn't agree more. Everton in the previous games before they got a 4-0 win against
Wolves, yeah.
They haven't scored.
I know.
They haven't scored.
I know.
But then, it's just like you just flip the switch and they just scored. But this is Arsenal,
yeah,
and it's away. at the Emirates.
Yeah, they have
Arsenal.
a terrible record historically away to Arsenal. Terrible record. I'm throwing that game against Wolves out the window. Wolves are a bad team. It was a nice win. Listen, nice 3 points. I'm not going to take that away from Everton, but I don't have any confidence in them in this game. I was saying 4-0 Arsenal. 4-0 Arsenal. Newcastle home, Leicester City. Van Nistelrooy came in, win, draw, beat West Ham, who are garbage. Remarkable draw against Brighton, where Brighton gave up 2 really late goals for a 2-2 draw.
That's history.
Yeah. This, by the way, we're going to talk more about Brighton in a moment. This is Van Nistelrooy's first away game. Newcastle had that nice 3-3 with Liverpool, where they played like very, very strong in that game. I'm going for a Newcastle win. I'm going to say this is a wake-up call for Van Nistelrooy and what he has. Like, he's got a nice 4 points to start, but there's still some problems at Leicester City. I'm going to say 3-0 Newcastle.
3-0?
3-0, big one for Newcastle.
But I have some disagrees about your picks here.
Yep.
So Leicester have shown me that in every single game that Van Nistelrooy came in and managed, they can score.
Yep.
At least 1 goal.
Yep.
What I mean is, okay, I understand that Newcastle is going to win.
Yeah.
But what I'll say is Leicester will nick a goal here.
Leicester will nick a goal. All right.
So what my betting tip is going to be both teams to score, or maybe Leicester team total to be over 0.5. So
Okay.
Leicester to score 1 goal.
Leicester score 1 goal.
This is going to be my play for this game.
It's not a bad one. I just think like Leicester City, I think they used up all their good fortune in that game against Brighton. Like for what was it, 85 minutes, they were garbage, absolute garbage. And then they got some late goals, fair play. They didn't give up. Those goals that they got, though, were courtesy of some really bad mistakes that Brighton made. I don't see that happening again. I don't think Leicester City are going to score in this game.
Really?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm going for a Newcastle clean sheet. I know Newcastle were poor against Brentford. They didn't. Newcastle at home are a different animal. They just are.
Okay.
St. James's Park, when it gets going, they're really, really tough. I'm going to say 3-0 Newcastle.
I would say 2-1 Newcastle.
2-1, all
I'm
right.
going to say the Wolves kept it tight here.
Kept it tight. Okay.
Kept it tight.
But we both like a Newcastle win.
Yeah, but both teams to score also for me.
Wolves, Ipswich Town.
This is spicy.
This is, man, 2 teams that just
Be in tough situations.
really tough. I can't begin to describe the frustration of Ipswich Town this season. They're not a bad team, and furthermore, they always score the first goal. Always. They always do. Like, if you wanted to make some money this season, just go Ipswich Town to score first, and you would be rolling in the money. Absolutely rolling in it.
Okay.
I think they played probably 13 games. I think in those 13 games, they've scored the first goal probably 11 times.
11 times.
Maybe 10 or 11. They always get the first goal. And then they throw it away, and man, did they throw it away against Bournemouth last week, and they've thrown it away a lot this season. A lot. I can't trust Ipswich Town right now. I just can't. I'm going for a Wolves win in this game. I think Wolves weren't great against West Ham. They weren't great, but they were good enough to kind of push on and take that in their next game. 2-1 Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, fair play, but this game is going to have a controversy here.
Okay.
I'm going to say this game is going to be a fantastic 4 goals.
4 goals.
4 goals, a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Okay.
Don't get me wrong, Wolves has been playing some fantastic ball, but in a few weeks ago. Not lately, man. Not lately.
Wolves are garbage. Ipswich Town are garbage. Both these teams are garbage right now. Like, Ipswich, man, they should have so many more points right now. I think they have 9 points. They should probably have around 17, really. Like, that's not an exaggeration. Ipswich Town should have around 16 or 17 points right now. That's how badly they fluffed it late in games this season. But I based on that, I can't trust them. I just can't. Wolves have said we're staying committed to Gary O'Neill. We want him. We like him. He's not going anywhere.
Coach.
And I think this is the game where Wolves know they have to win it if they want to turn their season around. They need this one. I think they'll get it. 2-1. You're going for 2-2?
I'm going for 2-2, and I have a player props as well.
Okay.
Liam Delap to score.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
I mean, that's great.
I definitely see both teams scoring in this game.
Both teams
Yeah,
score,
I
sure.
absolutely see both teams scoring in this game. Lock it in, put it down. I'm going for a tight Wolves win, but both teams to score for sure.
Coming up on Sunday games.
The late Saturday night game, Sunday morning here in Thailand, Nottingham Forest playing Aston Villa. What do you think about this one?
I think it's going to be tight. Villa, I don't know what happened to them, but they just absolutely they almost collapse.
Yeah.
Like a few games ago, but I think they just bounce back.
Yeah, they were in a really bad run of form, and now they've gone win.
Yep.
Their 2 Premier League games last week they won. They were home games with Brentford and Southampton, and they didn't look very good in either one. Now, they got 6 points. That's the most important thing, but they didn't show me too much. They just did what they had to do to get their season back on track. Then they had a tight one in the Champions League against Leipzig, 3-2, nice win. Not going to say it's not a nice win, because it is. But again, they didn't look spectacular, and that's a bad Leipzig team as well. So even though they've won these 3 games, they've taken 9 from 9, I'm still uninspired by Villa. I'm going for a Forest win.
You're going for straight Forest
I'm going for a straight Forest win this game. I like Forest, what they do at home. They're coming off that huge win over Man United at Old Trafford. I think they got loads of confidence behind Santos right now. I'm going for a Wolves win. Or pardon me, I'm going for I am going for a Wolves win, but that's another game.
Yeah.
So I am going for a Wolves win. I'm also going for a Forest win at the City Ground. I'm going to say 2-1 Forest.
Oh my God.
I like them. I like Forest in this game a lot.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That's a big claim.
That's a big claim. I like Nottingham Forest.
Like he's made his decisions so quickly and so easily, but
Easily.
I have to think it all over again. But to be fair, Forest have putting a good performance against Manchester United.
Yep.
They have a win over Man U.
What I liked about that game over Man U is once Man U made it 3-2, there was still like 20 minutes to go in that game. Those last 20 minutes, Forest were comfortable. Like I was stunned how Man U scored the goal. They've got a bit of momentum. They're playing at home. Old Trafford's behind them. Those last 20 minutes, Forest just shut them down. Like it was easy at 3-2. It was easy. So that I really, really liked about Forest.
You know what? I just gonna say it now. Villa's not losing this game.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for a draw is a fair result here.
Okay, so
fair result here.
you're going for a draw.
Like I'm sitting back on the fence right here. I'm going for a draw.
If it is a draw, it's going to be a low-scoring draw.
It's going to be a tight one.
If it's a draw, it's going to be 1-1. But I see Forest getting 2 goals in this game.
But if I really have to pick a winner, it's going to be Forest.
Forest, yeah, I'm going for Forest. I like Forest in this one, and I think you can get some good action on that. Some
play a
sweet
prop
money
as
on
well,
that.
ladies and gentlemen. Chris Wood to score.
Chris Wood to score. Well, he's banging them in.
He's banging all those
Chris
goals,
Wood
man.
is a player from like a bygone era. You don't see those kind of big, kind of really big, tough strikers anymore. Like even Holland, Holland has, he's a traditional striker, but he's got a bit more athleticism to him than Chris Wood. You just don't see these guys anymore.
I know.
But he's banging in the goals. So what does it matter? All right, Forest to win.
Forest to win.
You like a draw?
I'll say a draw.
Draw. All right, draw on this one. Brighton at home with Crystal Palace. Palace. Palace played pretty well against Man City last weekend. That's a bad Man City team right now, though. Both Brighton threw it away against Leicester City, a 2-2 draw. What do you think about this game?
I can see a high-scoring games.
Yeah. By the way, this is a lot of people don't know this. Like, and this could be new to some of our viewers. Like, this is a big match. These are 2 teams that hate each other. You wouldn't think it, but this is a serious derby.
Serious.
These are 2 teams that really, really don't like each other.
Okay.
Really don't like each other at all. You see high-scoring games?
I can see high-scoring games. Or if you want to do something in this game, you said they hate each other so much.
Yeah.
It's that bad. A high yellow card game as well.
High yellow. You could see some yellow cards. You will see some yellow cards.
Yeah, or maybe even reds. Who knows? But don't go that far. I would say like more than 4.5 yellows in this game.
Okay, that's actually not a bad shout. So, by the way, Brighton, they gave up those 2 goals against Leicester City.
Yeah, they
those
did.
2 late goals. That's the second time they've done that this season. Second time. They had a 2-0 lead at home against Wolves back in October.
Oh, yeah.
And they gave up goals in the 90th and 93rd minute at home against Wolves for a 2-2 draw. They've pissed away 2-0 leads against bad teams in a relegation fight with goals in 90-plus minutes this season. That is shocking, absolutely shocking. That might happen to a team one time over a 5-year period. It's happened to them twice in a matter of weeks. Shocking.
It is shocking, yeah.
With that said, I'm backing Brighton to win this game 3-2.
Oh,
I am. I think at home, I think they're going to be hungry. I think they're going to be angry. I like them at home over Palace 3-2.
all right, I completely disagree about that. What I'll say is Crystal Palace is a fighting team.
Yep.
They can fight, they can play football, and Oliver Glasner is going to come up with some tactics to maybe get something in this game. Maybe they get a draw. What I'll say is it's a high-scoring game, and it's going to be a draw.
Going to be a draw.
Yeah, another draw.
All right.
I mean, it's hard to pick a winner, man. Like,
Yeah, it's hard to pick a winner. It is.
but the next game, I'm pretty confident I'm picking the winners, man.
All right, so I like Brighton in this game, but I do see goals in this game. If you wanted to take an over, if somebody wanted to go for over 2 goals on this,
Over 2 goals, okay.
roll the dice. It could be worth it. I think this could be a 5-goal thriller. Brighton to win it.
Okay.
5-goal thriller. But I do like Brighton. I like Brighton in this game.
Okay, no, fair play.
Moving on. This is the big match of the weekend, I suppose. In terms of excitement and history and what's going on right now. Man United, Man City, the Etihad. 2 teams in just total turmoil right now. What do you think about this one?
Listen to me, okay? I don't care if Ruben Amorim are new, and he just came in, and I don't care if he had that dressing room the way that it used to be when Fergies are back there. I don't care. I don't care how good he used to be at the Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
That he beat Man City. This game, it's at the Etihad.
At the Etihad.
And now he's in Manchester United.
Yep.
With all those players that are still the same, that didn't deserve to wear those jersey with those badge on them. I'm going for straight Man City to win here.
Man City to win.
We're gonna slaughter them.
Slaughter them.
Slaughter them.
Slaughter them.
Well, this is what I'll say. 3-0 Manchester.
3-0 Man City.
Man City.
Oh man, that's a bold pick. Bold pick.
Hey, it's gonna happen. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. We will win.
Man City look awful right now. Awful.
So does Manchester United.
I know.
Man.
Man U has lost 2 straight in the Premier League. Both their games. They lost to Arsenal and they lost to Nottingham Forest. They do look bad. Amorim's got a big mess on his hands.
See?
They play tonight in the Europa League. Let's see how that plays out. Man City. How did they allow this to happen? I just don't understand. They used to be so good in the transfer market. If they wanted somebody, they got them. They just let so many young players get away. They didn't replace them. Old players they didn't replace. It's just bad transfer window business that has led to this. Okay, Cole Palmer, gone. Alvarez, gone. Fernan Torres, gone. They didn't replace any of these guys. Sterling, Mahrez, players that are good that are gone. Again, they didn't replace these guys. There's so many guys that they've let go in the recent seasons, and they didn't replace them. They just thought it could be like next man up. We bring somebody in from the academy. While that happened, they got old quickly. Really quickly. They look ancient out there. They look like a bunch of old men running around right now. I can't believe how old the team looks. And the decision to bring back Gundogan, holy cow. Whoever signed off on that decision should be sacked immediately. They sold him for a reason. He was 32 years old and finished. And that was good. Man City were really smart. So what do? Good business, 32 years old, sell him. Okay, now he's 2 years older. Let's bring him back. What sense does that make? I think they thought let's bring him back because they thought he could be a substitute. A nice player to bring on for 20 minutes. A nice player to play in the League Cup.
Yeah.
A nice player to play in some light games. Now he's starting 11. Key games, big moments. He's so old.
I know.
This wasn't the intention when they signed him. I promise you, there's a player in the Man City Academy right now that's better than Gundogan, who can do more than Gundogan.
Okay.
And they need to get him out there immediately. So based on the bad transfer decisions, the age of the team, motivation as well. They've won it all, and they've won it all so many times. Like, obviously the hunger's not going to be there. Pep's got a big problem on his hand.
Yeah.
A real big problem on his hand. These derby matches, anything can happen in them. I'm going for a Man United win.
What?
I am. I'm going for a Man United. Man United is not going to lose 3 straight Premier League games. I don't see it happening. I think they're going to be hungry. I think how can we trust Manchester City right now? 10 games, 1 win. They look awful. And this is not the game to get their season back on track.
This is it.
This is not it. I don't see this as being like a key moment where it's like, all right, we got Man U at home. We're going to win this and get our season going again. I see blood in the water. Man U knows it. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Man United win. I am. I think Amorim is going to have the players ready for this one. And they're going to go out there hungry. I'll say this about Man U also as well. They did not play bad against Forest. They didn't. Onana had a shocker, an absolute shocker. You know, when they first signed Onana, he was awful. Like, he was absolutely awful. And then he kind of slowly got things going again. And then he actually turned into a respectable keeper. The Onana we saw last weekend is the Onana that Man United signed and was absolute garbage for 3 months. That ain't going to happen again. I think they're going to protect him a bit better defensively. He's not going to make those same mistakes again where he kind of gave 2 cheap goals to Forest. 2 goals. If you said Man United scored 2 goals at home against Nottingham Forest, they're going to win that game. You think they're going to win it. Some really bad goalkeeping mistakes, some errors. That ain't going to happen again. 2-1 Man United.
I can't see it, man.
2-1 Man United.
I can't see it. What in the actual...
I know. God, this is a great video. We've been disagreeing on a lot of stuff.
No, this is...
I love it.
No. Listen.
Yep.
What you've just said...
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Oh,
I can't see it.
You can't see it.
They are still the old Manchester United team that they are, like in the previous couple of years.
Yeah.
Since Ole got here. And now he's long gone. Now it's Amorim. But it's still the same team.
It is a bad team.
It is a bad team.
I agree. It's a bad team. I was giving City a hard time about being old and shit, and they are. But Man United's got a lot of garbage as well. A lot of garbage on that team that go. Pretty much every player on the Man United team can go, with the exception of Højlund, Mainu, and Fernandes. Those are like the only players I'd keep from Man U. I'd get rid of the rest of them. So I just look at it like this. There's 2 garbage teams right now. I'm going to pick the one that has a little bit more motivation.
What do you mean a little bit more motivation?
Man United Man City. You can't trust Man City right now. They look uninspired. They look out of it. I can't back them right now. I can't. That's how poor they look. They looked awful against Juventus last night. They look. They're not creating chances. I can't back a team that's playing that badly. I just can't. I can't.
3 new matches.
3. All right. I'm looking forward to it. Well, we're going to be chatting during this game. I'm saying 2-1 Man U. By the way, I don't like backing Man United for anything. I really don't.
And why the hell would you want to do it now?
Unfortunately,
why? What do you mean unfortunately, man? Just get it all over.
Get it all over.
Just get it all over, man. Come on. Say it.
No. Man U to win. Man U to win. They weren't that bad against Arsenal. They gave up 2 corner goals. They weren't that bad against Forest. They gave up 2 poor goals because of Onana.
I can't believe what I've just heard.
I know. We're going to finish this out. Chelsea home with Brentford. West London derby. Chelsea are on a real roll right now. I'm going for a Chelsea win in this game. 3-0.
Well, that's easy.
3-0.
Because West Ham, they look...
Brentford.
They look shocking. Oh, it's Brentford.
It's Brentford. Oh, it's Brentford. Yeah, it's Brentford.
Okay,
Chelsea and Brentford. Yeah, Brentford. Yeah. By the way, have you looked at the home Premier League table?
What's up with it?
The home. Take a look who's number 1 in the home Premier League table.
Oh, let's see.
See who's top of the league.
Oh my God.
They're dominant at home. Take a look at the away Premier League table.
All right.
See who's at the bottom of it.
It's Southampton and Brentford.
I know. Brentford are top of the Premier League at home. I believe that.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they're amazing at home. Brentford are top of the Premier League at home. Sadly for them, this game's at Stamford Bridge. That's the problem. Yeah, I know. But Brentford's home form is absolutely immaculate. They look incredible at home. Away from home, they're absolute pants. And Chelsea at the Bridge. They're going to win this game 3-0.
They are on fire right now, Chelsea.
Chelsea are on fire, I know. But keep in mind, going forward, next time Brentford have a couple home games, back them.
Lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in.
Memorize, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Yeah.
I have one thing to say in this game.
Yeah.
Which I'm certain is a high-scoring game.
High-scoring game.
If you want to see goals in this game, watch it.
Yeah, Brentford possibly could nick one. This could be 4-1, 3-1, 3-0. This is what I'm going to say. Chelsea to win by 2 clear goals.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm going. It's either going to be 3-1, 3-0, 4-1, something like that. Chelsea are going to win this game by 2 goals.
So a handicap 1.5.
Well, handicap 1.5.
Okay, lock it in.
Quote me.
Lock it in.
And then just to finish it out, Spurs away to Southampton. Man, Spurs really threw that game away against Chelsea. Even at 2-0, they didn't look comfortable, though. Spurs looked like they had problems at 2-0, which was strange. I don't know why they felt like so uneasy with a 2-0 lead, but they didn't look comfortable at all. Chelsea caught them out. Spurs are low in confidence right now. They're really, really low. So is Southampton. They're really low. I've got to go for a Spurs win. I've got to go for a Spurs win in this one. I don't like either teams right now. I kind of reluctantly go Spurs 2-1.
It's tough.
Yeah, I know.
It's tough. It's really tough. Like, Ange has having the problems with their fans as well. You know, like their fans are saying, you know, Ange, F off. You know, get out of my club. There have been some controversy about Ange and the fans.
Yeah.
But this game, it's away to St. Mary.
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything but a Spurs to win here.
Spurs to win as well.
If they don't concede first. But if they concede first, that could be the problem.
Yep. It could be. Yeah. Southampton want to stay in the Premier League. They've got to win this game. You know, they're down at the bottom. Spurs are a wounded animal right now. They might be thinking they can get 3 points. It's a good time to play Spurs. But I've got to go for a Spurs win. I think they'll do it. Tight game, 2-1.
So you're backing Spurs again?
I'm backing Spurs. Yeah, 2-1. I'm backing them reluctantly. And then finishing out the week, Bournemouth at home, West Ham. Bournemouth, man, they are on a roll. They had that late win over Ipswich Town. Again, if you look at the home form in the Premier League, Bournemouth are going to be very, very high. Bournemouth are outstanding at home. I think they're top 4 in the Premier League at home, maybe top 5. West Ham, they beat Wolves. Fair play, they beat them. I'm still not backing them at all, though. Bournemouth to win this game 2-0.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree more as well. This is like almost a guaranteed pick. Bournemouth to win at home. 2-0 Bournemouth.
Yeah,
a comfortable win for Bournemouth.
Yep. I think it's comfortable as well. Absolutely, I think it's comfortable. And they're going to get their 3 points. West Ham, Lopetegui, he might survive a few more weeks, but eventually he's on borrowed time.
I think he'll be gone on Christmas.
He could be gone. He saved it, with the win over Wolves, fair play. But he ain't going to be around for the long haul. Ain't going to happen. They'll get him out. West Ham made a mistake by keeping him too long. They missed out on Van Nistelrooy. Leicester City were smart. They had to sack Steve Cooper right away to get Van Nistelrooy. They wanted him. They got him. And things are looking good for Leicester City now. Meanwhile, West Ham, shit. Yeah. So, what are kind of your key looks for the weekend? What are you liking?
I'm going for the parlay here, ladies.
Okay.
A 3-team teaser here.
Okay.
We're locking it in. The first game, a Liverpool to win over Fulham.
Yeah, I like that.
Second games, Arsenal to win over Everton.
Yep, I like it.
Last but not least, you know what it is.
Man City.
It's Manchester City to win over Manchester United. I don't care what he says here, but just trust me.
All right.
Trust me. Man City will win. They'll be back on track in this game. See?
I like what this is going to be what I'm coming with. Arsenal to win by 2 goals. Chelsea to win by 2 goals.
Oh, Chelsea is a good pick.
Man City, Man U, both teams to score.
Nah, there ain't no way.
That's what I'm coming with. And bonus Christmas action for you.
Oh God.
If you watch this video, There's one word that didn't come out of my mouth this entire video for all 10 games. I didn't say it one time.
Oh my God.
And this is what we're going to throw on for a little bit of sweet action.
I'm ready for it.
10 games, no draws.
Oh.
I didn't say it one time. I like 10 winners this weekend. 10. 10 in the Premier League. 10 teams to win, 0 draws this weekend.
So no teams to draw.
No teams to draw.
That would be a sweet odds,
I'm throwing that out there. I don't see a draw in this match day. I don't see a single draw.
You can't see it?
I can't see it. I see 10 winners.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That's a big claim.
That's
man.
a big claim.
That is a big
Let's
claim.
see if we can hit on. I'm going to put a little bit of action on that. 10 winners in the Premier League, and then Man City, Man U both to score. Arsenal win by 2 goals. Chelsea to win by 2 goals. I think there's going to be a lot of goals in the Brighton Palace game. That'll be some good action. I like Wolves over Ipswich Town. I mentioned that one. That could be some decent odds. Wolves at home. I think they'll get a win. Nottingham Forest, I like over Villa as well. I threw that one out there. That could be some sweet action. Villa to lose. I like Forest to
Villa to lose.
Villa to
Okay,
lose. I like them.
okay.
I like them. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. Like, subscribe, win some money.
And by the way, before we go, Manchester City to win.
Looking forward to that game.
Looking forward to it. All right, that'll be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Is it Christmas yet?
Coming.
It's Christmas. Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming.
So sit back.
12-12 today. Good luck for everybody. 12-12.
Place your bets. Win some money. Adios.
Adios.